Hello everybody, Jayberino here, and welcome back. It's the true story of Arkain. We're getting back to it, heading into Act 8. Act 7 was very interesting because the true story started covering exclusive material that was not in the second books, specifically from the Undead perspective. So this is very exciting. We went over a lot of the story at the end of Act 7. Of course, this is all in the playlist. You can start from the very beginning. It's like 60 plus maps at this point. It's actually a feat that Shardundred can be proud of, should be proud of, just given how long that this campaign is. I think most of the maps are great. Almost all the maps are good. Only a couple have struggled to land for me, but considering that a project is this long, it's actually incredible what this project has managed to accomplish and build up the fan base that it has. So, excellent work, Shardundred. I just want to make sure that you and the audience gets to hear that right at the start here. Okay, Rise of the Guardian. Send me in. Far from the conflicts of others, Lord Harmos, the Guardian of the Flame, is on his way to the fortress of his order in the kingdom of Rengar. Following his capture, the Order had recalled all of its forces and declared that it would not serve any royal or imperial forces that held one of its own in prison. Due to the power of the Order, the pressure from the King of Rengar, King Dorton, made sure to free Harmos and have him escorted to the Castle of Flames. Harmos hopes to convince the Grand Master to unleash the power of the Order of the Flame against Vandurus and his Golden Guard, not just for imprisoning him, but for betraying the entire continent. Okay, yes, Harmos was in prison. We saw Dorton betray the Golden Guard, so now it is kingdoms versus empire versus everybody else. So it makes sense that Harmos is on the side of the kingdoms, not necessarily the Iron Fist, but the kingdoms are now allied with the Iron Fist / Gardon. This red fog is far from normal, not to mention the sudden heat. And look, there's someone ahead. More soldiers of the royal army. I take it your king sent even more of you here then? If he did, then we weren't told about it either. Wait, what is she doing here? You must be Lord Harmos. Welcome home, I suppose. We're here on behalf of Prince Torres of Carol. He sent us here to meet with your order, if they were willing to meet with us in the first place. It is good that you arrived when you did, for my men and I have hit a dead end. We could use your help. Your king may have freed me, but I owe neither him nor your prince no loyalty. I owe neither him nor your prince any loyalty. The only reason I am here is because the King of Rengar wanted it to be so. Lady... No, lady, just call me Vale. I belong to the personal guard of Prince Torres. I assure you the problems of my prince are also your problems, since they affect your order. Is that so? I find it rather hard to believe a word you say, given that seal you were wearing there. You're a descendant of the tyrannical rulers of Juinor, aren't you? I'd recognize that accursed seal anywhere. We don't pick our ancestors, do we, old man? No, but you choose to wear the seal with pride, the seal of a family that oppressed the people of this continent for generations. If you felt any shame... Careful, old man. I'm the last descendant of my family. A family that the entirety of the kingdoms has been spitting out for generations. This accursed seal is my heirloom. The last thing I have left to remember my parents, my family by. I don't care what you think of me, but watch your tongue. Your bloodline ordered the Order purge, destroying and subjugating orders such as mine. You won't get much sympathy from me. I neither want nor care your sympathy, old man. I'm here to do my job and then get out of here. I'm not fond of being around you Order guys either. Just leave it be and let us get this over with already. Very well then. The sooner we get this over with, the better. I hate these Order mages. The old man causing you some trouble then, eh? Wouldn't be surprised if old Dorton is cackling in his fist right now for having put the two of us together. Probably, though I think he'd prefer the mage just burning you alive. You know I'm not wrong. If you hadn't saved his son's life, Dorton would have you publicly hanged for that seal alone. If I hadn't saved Torres, I would be living in the forest, far from the throne and dynastic problems. Come now, you're telling me you wouldn't rather live in the forest than in a palace with servants and splendor all around you? Tepid pause. Come on, say it already. Alright, fine. I hate it. I hate it, Kenred. I hate them all. Dorton, the nobles, the guards, the servants, all of them. A bloody beggar on the streets would get treated better. Alone with me in the forest, they wouldn't dare speak up against me. But in the palace, they feel safe. Cowards, all of them. I'm nothing but the evil heir of an evil family that should be dead to them, and they make no effort in hiding that. However, none of them dare to try anything directly. They play their dirty games instead. It's been how many generations since then? I had nothing to do with any of what happened, and yet I get the blame and the hate. There we go. Feeling better now? Ah, shut it, Kenrid. Let's go before that old man does anything stupid. As you may know already, following your imprisonment, all members of your order had been ordered to retreat to your order's estates. They sealed the gates and punished the kingdoms and the empire for your capture with silence. When the King of Rengar, an old friend of your Grandmaster, had attempted to re-establish contact with your order, his men stood in front of the gates, just like my men do now. Obviously something sinister has happened here. Prince Torres has sent us to investigate the matter. That was before you were freed by the King's men. We assume that the demons might be responsible for this mess. If it really was the demons, then they must have brought a gigantic army. The castle is, or at least was, strongly defended. An army of fire mages is a force to be reckoned with. Then it's even more curious that we have yet to find a sign of a battle, old man. We met only a few demons in this area. Yet again, we've been unable so far to enter the fortress, as you might have guessed. Then I assume we share a common goal after all. We both want to find out what has occurred here, and I want to gather my order to fight against Vendors, and, once the bastard has been dealt with, against the demons. I've asked for siege weapons to shoot our way into the fortress, but the King of Rengar hasn't been too cooperative. Can't say I blame him. The kingdoms were born by overthrowing Juanor. There's no love for your kind left anywhere in the kingdoms. Snarl. Easy, girl. Is that a dire wolf? Yes, and she belongs to me. Got a problem with that too, old man? Another tame dire wolf. This is unexpected, to say the least. Now, do you have another way to get inside or not? There is another entrance, yes. However, the access to it is blocked. I'll take care of that. Not bad. We should get moving then. Find surviving members of the Order of the Flame. Harmos and Vale must survive. I remember this map from the original. We got Vale now. New arcane lore has been added from the perspective of Sergeant Kenrid of the Royal Army of Carol. Who do we control here?
What is your wish?
I guess this is Sergeant Kenrid, and we should be careful not to lose him, or we can pretend it's this guy when we inevitably do lose him. Let's break these. Remember how there was a detail about how Blen was actually tortured not by the Golden Guard, but by members of the kingdom?
I'll do my best.
I guess it's kind of interesting to fill in the gaps how it's because the royal army and the nobles and all of that actually really don't like these imperial generals. They really don't, and they resent having to ask them for help. I actually remember distinctly that over here they're like infernal machines. I don't know why I remember that specifically. There's a few things from this map in particular that I do remember, but we don't want to bring our normal units in for this. Makes the unit gain okay. Life drain, 15% of its attack damage. Vale can summon Syndra, an ability strangely similar to Gardon summoning Zed, eh? Holy Light is nice. Immolation, similar to Gardon, mostly trash. Command Aura, fantastic, and actually should overlap with Gardon's War Aura. Again, just some similarities here to Gardon. Veteran rank, 15 points across the board to stats, my goodness. Okay. And then Harmos, let's refresh our memory here. Why don't you give her some claws? Actually, give her the better claws, I think.
I can taste
You require my assistance?
Hood of Cunning, she is strength-based. Okay, that's fine. Pendant of Mana actually is going to be really good on her. And you know what? Yeah, just give him both of these. That's fine. Pendant of Mana is good on heroes that just don't have a lot of mana regen. You just want to get them a fatter stack of mana in the first place. +5 across the board. This blood within Vale's veins is still that of the rulers of Juanor, the ancient nation, fallen centuries ago. Her family might have fallen far, but her ancestry has a high meaning for her, even if it makes her gain the hatred of others. Okay, let's do this, and we will read the lore.
Perfect.
Getting back at the habit of Arkain, we got to remember to read the lore.
Perfect. Whatever.
Again, I'm not bringing everybody into this fight. So, yeah, we just saved.
Have
Let's
you
see if we
reached a
can
verdict?
body pull one or
Understood.
both of these
Let the hunt begin.
without pulling the Infernal. I think these things will drop Infernals upon us.
Perfect.
Yeah. Keep coming. Perfect. Okay, we drew
Perfect.
one or both of them. All right, hit this. Let's go ahead and summon our ultimate here from Harmos, and then give Vale the.
I am the Iron Hand.
Pop the pot of healing, I guess. Kind of wish Syndra was tanking here and not Vale. That's fine. She'll get her health back over time. Okay, get on it. I'm going to kill this one first. Vale back up and grab the Rune of Rebirth. That's really nice.
They shall not escape. Let justice.
I need her hitting something. Don't turn around and hit me, though. Never mind. All right, just hang back. His ultimate's going down here pretty soon. All right, take this thing out. There was another Infernal, or is that the one that we killed? I think that's the one we killed. Let's bring her up. Rune of Greater Healing is great.
I am the law.
Oh, and this Infernal is permanent. We don't want to lose it.
I shall know.
And then we're going to give her the Tome of Knowledge.
Understood.
Vale going to become a pretty prevalent player over time here. There we go, and a Manual of Health. Perfect. And another Tome of Knowledge. Yeah, we're giving these all to her. This is the time we want to be beefing her up. Harmos is already good. He's gotten some decent stuff from the past. And that was a successful diversion, I'd say. Infernal, get added to this group.
How may I serve?
We don't have any healing besides Vale, who presumably cannot heal the Infernal. She can heal the Infernal. I thought it would be immune to magic in that way. Resummon Syndra, please. And Syndra can be part of my hero group. Syndra is pretty great here just because, number one, she's got a lot of HP and stuff, but Syndra also can just be resummoned. So it's just like a free summon straight up. I'm probably going to end up having too good to use syndrome with these army units. We got to be careful that we don't accidentally run into that. A thing that I like to do here is just body pull where possible. Okay, everybody move in. Back them out. I'm just keeping an eye on my Royal Army units. They seem to be doing fine. I mean, our healing here is Vale.
What is your wish? I'll do my best.
Excellent. Yeah, Command Aura, I don't really plan on using
Justice shall be swift.
anything else.
I can taste
Ring of Lesser Healing is good. You just give her all the tomes. I feel like this mission is just like, time to beef up Vale.
What is it now? Well,
So there's a short story in our that Shar wrote, Tales of Arkain, whatever you'd call them, where Vale saves. She's just like a nomad. She's just like chilling in the forest by herself, minding her own business, and okay, come on, all the way. I think the big boy is the problem. This one. All right, move in with everyone else. Yeah, we'll use them, but we'll just be careful. Where she saves Tories and then is allowed to basically become his personal bodyguard and join the court of Carol. But it seems like this storyline of the kingdoms and the empires splintering more and more is becoming a very prevalent piece of the story. A demon gate destroyed at once. Well, hang on, we got some dudes to kill here, okay? Kill the overlord, overseer, what have you. Harmos back up. Use your ultimate again.
How may I serve?
And we do have units that do chaos damage. Oh, okay. Well, we lost a guy. I don't love it.
What is your wish? I am honored.
The demon gate is rebuilding stuff, but we have to clear this stuff out first. The fire golem and our infernal does chaos damage, so we should be able to kill this gate pretty fast. You know what? Let me just load a save really fast and just not lose that footman. It's really early. Okay, we're back. Everyone's alive. The demon gate is building, but we just gotta make sure we get in there with an infernal and fire golem. No matter what, attack this, and then as new stuff spawns, we'll just be here with our other units to kill them as they spawn out. But yeah, this will probably take some time to kill. Look, we saved this guy. He can't even get in there to find some surface area to attack. Okay, he's in. He's good. All right, Royal Army Bowmen have the searing arrows, which is nice. Let's see if we can get this before one more demon spawns. This is a big map. This might be a two-parter. I'm not so sure. We'll see. Robe of the Magi is good for, of course, Harmos, and then a Tome of Knowledge. How is his health? 1,000 is really not bad. I just feel like, in general, he's looking good kind of across the board.
Let me investigate.
So we're just, again, we're beefing up Vale as much as possible. She's a frontline hero. She needs way more support than our backline heroes. If our frontline heroes are alive, then our backline heroes, in theory, are safe unless we're actively getting flanked. Okay, I was kind of hoping... Oh, okay, all right, I hate it. I'm thinking we're going to want to try to reset some of these folks.
What is your wish?
Okay, never mind, we're fighting. You guys don't stand in that. I'm trying. Well, I'm gonna say he's gonna die to that. He's just gonna die to that. Okay, we try again. The difference this time is we will try to successfully body pull, which should aggro fewer things. So rather than just attacking, so okay, well again they did the same thing. I think we just we just more successfully just run away this time rather than trying to actually engage them. That was our biggest problem last time. How could you ever possibly know when they just casually have doom, you know?
How may I serve?
They continue to chase, which is surprising. Okay, this is good. Never mind. We've got just the doom guards here, so we're going to move in. We're focus firing. Go ahead and give a unit our fire shield. There's no downside to that, right? It doesn't do damage. It doesn't do self-damage to the actual unit you cast it on, as far as I know. Look, these defenders, they're basically bound to die. I understand. It's just, you know,
How may I serve?
we're doing our best.
I am honored.
Require my assistance?
I am ready.
Get in there. We're keeping an eye on him. That's a bowman. You're way too close. You're also way too close. Okay, and I think that was probably the ultimate of the, that was probably the ultimate of the Pit Lord, so we should be able to just walk in there and kill him now. Let's grab Syndra again. Hornath.
Your wish. For Lordaeron.
Okay. I guess turn on Immolation. Did he just summon more units, or like what's the situation here? We're gonna back up with these guys.
Require my assistance?
We got another Doom Guard here, so let's just make sure it goes down. Let's go ahead and heal her again. It's really hard to tell which one is the real one because they're both attacking at basically the same time. Well, the one that's casting spells is likely the real one. Okay, you love that. The illusion is still dealing damage, to be clear. The Sobi Mask, again, I think she needs it more than Harmos. Harmos' mana is never going to be a problem because his spells that he uses really are not that mana intensive, and he's already intelligence-based, so his mana regen is already pretty good.
What is it now? Well?
So we just, I think, as the Sobi Mask will benefit him more, but he doesn't need it, if that makes sense. Okay, Vale's health is not looking great. We have more demons.
What?
Intruders, get him, boys. The one with the most kills should get some special treatment after. I'm actually not even going to move in with my other units here. Reason being is I don't want to, I don't want to get one of them possessed or charmed or whatever. It's beyond me how that fool Genethys could have been seduced by those things. Bah. Bah? Can you just kill them all? I wonder if any of your oh-so-beloved Order friends fell for her charms. We burn demons, not bed them, Jouets scum. Damn. Do I have a stun? Okay, we hit this. We move up with everyone, and here's a fountain of health, so in theory we won't have to worry about health in general across the board. Is it working, actually? Yes, it is. I was going to say it's on fire, so I thought maybe there's a chance we're not actually getting anything. I want to say, I do remember also there's a bonus item on this map that's like perfect for Vale. We have to find it, though. But I want to say it's over here.
How may I serve?
Hang on. Just back up a little bit. I was going to say we can fight them in the corridor here. All right, everybody move in.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
And this is why we put all the health on her. She just is going to need a lot of armor.
How may I serve?
She's just going to need a lot of armor. And then we can always backtrack to the fountain as well. It's like, I do want to get a move on. It's important that we make some sort of decent speed.
How may I serve?
Haven't reached
I
it
guess
yet.
heal Syndra. Because we're not directly attacking with our other group.
Well,
We could also go up through here, so there's a few different ways to go.
what is it now?
How may I serve?
But yeah, I think this is the way.
What is
I
your
think this
wish?
is the way we want to go. It's just the key is we're just gonna body pull a lot. I mean that's fine. That's not even hitting my other units.
I am ready.
Now it is. Oh wait, no, I cast that with Harmos. I didn't mean to do that. That was my own thing.
Let me investigate.
Okay. Demon count. This is another time where I think what we have to try to do is grab 1 or 2 units. They might be scripts it's all pulled together in some fashion. There, see, like that. We grab 1 at a time. We pick them off 1 at a time. If we get him far enough away and then start attacking him, then it's all good. And we can just light Syndra on fire. Poor guy.
What is your wish?
Again, as much as I want to use my other units, they are very fragile, and we can kill a single infernal at a time pretty easily, and then just back up to the fountain. Just don't accidentally attack. If you attack him while he's close to the demon count, it's going to pull the demon count the whole way back to us.
I'll do my best.
Okay, let's
How
go.
may I serve?
Then we can engage the demon count, and then we can go back and sit by the fountain. There's nowhere to go there. That Rune of Rebirth to the right of the map also is, like, absolutely critical.
I am ready.
It's been very, very
What is your
useful.
wish?
What does this guy give? Devotion aura. Okay.
Well,
We are going to drop the fire golem on top of him.
you require my assistance.
You've caused enough trouble. I will destroy the 2 of you myself.
How may I serve?
Okay, without his 2 buddies as well, I think we're in great shape. My question is, does Harmos do more auto attack damage? Or is it more efficient for him
How may I serve?
to use Rain of Fire?
What is your wish?
All right, back these guys out again. Just keep these 2 in the front, not Vale, though.
Well,
And heal Syndra. Good heal. Get back in there.
you require my assistance.
Let the
Again,
hunt
Syndra taking a lot of heat, which is perfect. Big stomps. Big stomps.
How may I serve?
Good. And a Rune of Restoration, which is
What
perfect.
is your wish?
Ashvalano.
I can't see. Okay, there we go. Tome of Strength. And then I think we want to continue to the right. I don't... Again, I remember this map. There's an old friend on this map, too, that I remember very distinctly.
Perfect.
Okay, we got some Weeb Lords. Get on in there. Oh, these do chaos damage. He attacks pretty fast. I don't really mind that plus 15 claws on him. I think Vale might be attacking a little bit faster, so maybe the claws can end up on her down the line.
I am ready.
What is it now?
And we have to be careful. We can't just spam her Holy Light, because her mana regen is not fantastic. Keep...
Well,
Uh-oh. Well, the mana burn sucks. And there's not really a way to get her mana back faster, so unfortunately this is just where we're at. By the way, oh, I've left Immolation Aura. That's why her mana's not coming back, because I've left Immolation Aura on for legitimate years. The whole time I was like, what's going on here? And this dude, and our Infernal and this guy have permanent immolation as well. I don't know if those damage, if that damage stacks or what. I'm just gonna keep quick saving. Alright, down here.
What is your wish?
Again, nothing is clumped up enough to properly use Rain of Fire, in my opinion.
I am ready. I'll do my best.
Okay, that's all. It's all fine. It's all fine.
For glory!
Dude, this guy, I mean, the fact that it's the 3 additional armor is pretty solid. That's a high level of that spell. Oh. And there's the Hammer of the Healer that I was looking for. Let's rearrange her item so that goes in a good slot. Never mind. I would have preferred it went in the upper right. Is that the Hammer of Salamar? I don't understand. How did it get here? It was lost with his death. Either your order or the demons must have brought it here to this place, or a third faction that we haven't met yet. Does it matter? We can put it to good use. That's all I care about. +5 across the board and increases HP by 150. You guys can get added to my secondary group, and then now we head back and we can decide which direction we want to go. These Royal Army units, they're not long for this world. Let's read our lore. We've waited long enough. Find the members of the Order of the Flame. The Order of the Flame has fallen silent after Harmos' imprisonment. Unlike before, the silence no longer seems to be intended, however. The entrance of the fortress lies in ruins. Someone has attacked the Order. Vale suspects that it was the demons. However, to be certain, they'll have to search the fortress. Faction knowledge. Vale. I've been working with Vale for a couple of years now. I was with the Prince when she saved his life. All of our lives, actually, though we soldiers weren't nearly as important as the Prince, of course. She's a skilled warrior and quite smart. Smart, not something the people at court would have expected from a woman who used to live in the forest, I'll wager. Most people, especially nobles, loathe her. The shield she displays quite openly makes it pretty obvious who she is, and of course the ones who got power by overthrowing Juinar wouldn't like that. That, and Juinor still has a reputation of a tyrannical, evil, and oppressive nation. I'm not one to judge her. I don't care where she came from. She wears the seal to remember the family she lost. She knows what she's doing and can fight. That's all I care for, and most of my men feel the same. I suspect that once Dortson is dead and Torres takes his place, things will change. I respect her, and I'll be honest. I admire the fact that she puts up with all this shit. Okay, characters. Order of the Flame. Wait. These are flipped. This is character. This is the character. This is the faction. The elemental orders have a very important role in the kingdoms. They exist already in the days of Juinor, but they were apparently oppressed and puppeted by the higher-ups of that ancient nation. I heard some stories that it all had something to do with some order mages trying to stage a coup, however. When Juinor fell, the orders quickly joined the kingdoms and gained lands and prestige. The Order of the Flame has managed to become more powerful than its peers, outclassing the other orders in wealth, knowledge, and, after Juinor fell, military strength. It is no surprise that when you watch them burn literally anything down that gets in their way. They tend to be more aggressive than the other orders too, but I guess that comes with the element. Looking at Harmos, it would appear that the orders still hold quite the grudge against anything related to Juinor, like most of the people in the kingdoms do, to be fair. Well, I suppose an event called the Order Purge definitely has a big place in the Order's history books. Yeah.
What is your wish?
So we have 3 hallways that we can go up. So this, again, we can kind of see through the fog to see how this all sort of connects. I think we want to come all the way back here and move up from the fountain. Move up from the fountain. I really have no idea how long this map is going to take. I'm expecting about an hour, but then, of course, the cinematics and stuff. So, like, do I split it? I don't know. Sometimes these maps end up going about an hour and maybe change, depending on the cinematics and how much I decide to ramble at the end of them, you know? I tried to open up the slot so that the hammer would go in the correct one. Hopefully next time we have Vale, it reorganizes her inventory to be that way.
You require my assistance?
Okay, more normal demons. Let's go. Dude, these things, these extra dudes are fantastic. They're basically just infernals, right? They're almost exactly the same, but the health is different. The infernal has 100 more health. That's the only difference.
Get on with it.
What is your wish?
We can heal the infernal too, and we can
How
always
may
just
I
sit
serve?
by the fountain.
You require my assistance?
It certainly couldn't hurt to like fully explore this area.
What is it now?
All right, don't
What is your wish?
say don't demoralizing shout me or roar me or whatever it's called. Just because it seems like random stuff here drops decent items or tomes, a lot of tomes so far, and we want to beef up Vale as much as possible.
What is it now?
actually pretty critical.
Our forces are under attack. I am ready.
Okay, let's just move up with everyone. And we can just kill the stuff. I mean, we just basically just kill everything. We're not getting any credit. Vale is already max level. Everyone's up to... They're both max level. He's already level 10. All right.
Perfect.
Let's just keep going.
I am ready.
And keep going.
Yes, my liege.
Oh, they're silent. I was like, they're red on the command card. We have to be careful with our normal units around the succubi, because that's just, you know, asking to have them be killed.
Get on with it.
All right, that's all just connected. That looks like that. So I guess we'll go up this way, and on the assumption that it eventually all connects up there anyway, and we can ignore that hallway. Though it seems like we could have skipped some of the combat down in this specific direction. No sign of your fellow order mages, old man. All of them could be dead already. Can we focus fire, please? Do something like this. Our order wouldn't let the demons take our castle. We'd rather burn it down, along with the demons inside. Perhaps they burn themselves in an attempt to do that, then. Bah, nonsense. So the thing with Harmos is, like, Harmos is way stronger, I think, than he lets on. This is something that we've experienced in the second Orc book, depending on a specific option that you took in Wrath's final mission. Harmos just goes like flipping bananas and will kill everything.
I'll do my best. What is your wish?
Maybe we can just use Syndra here again to do a body pull. Exactly, we just pull some of these individuals. The main boss itself wouldn't be that, it would not be that bad. It's just, you know what, that's the best mana burn I could ask for. Kill this one first.
Have you reached a verdict?
Okay, and then run back and get healed. Actually, no, that's a far run. She's not that low yet. We're gonna quick save, and let's kill... My beast shall feast upon your flesh, mortals. Well, we've already pulled a bunch of them. Yeah, see, we grab this guy. I'll let Syndra tear them apart while I kill you. No, don't... Okay, well. One at a time, one at a time. Okay, two at a time, two at a time. Yo, this poor guy.
What is your wish?
Just keep an eye out on, like, the defenders and the bowmen in particular. They're weak. All right, he's dead already. He taunted us, but we killed all his little dudes, so there's nothing distracting us. We'll grab the Rune of Healing. He just dropped a Rune of Healing, huh? And obviously, there's stuff on the ground here that we're gonna step on these, and something will happen.
I am ready.
Okay. Harmos, Syndra, that guy, this guy.
For the king. What is your wish?
Belt of Giant Strength. You'll love to see it. All right, her items are all pretty cracked. I'll try and hold on to this this health stone for as long as I can. This is the room I was thinking of.
How may I serve?
An old friend of ours is in there, though it is a pretty difficult. It's a pretty difficult encounter, so I'm not sure how I want to handle it just yet.
Hardly wait. Fine. I can hardly wait.
That's just permanently closed. We might have to go this way, actually, and this is just purely optional. We do have one item slot, and we can certainly give up the health stone depending on what is in here. Yep, there he is. You, do you remember me, mortal? You attempted to destroy me, and for that I shall destroy you, and this place shall share your fate. Oh, he's following us outside of the room. Everybody back up.
Well,
How may I serve? For Lord Arkain.
What the? I cannot believe this thing is still alive. Ah, destroy it. Destroy it quickly.
require my assistance.
All right, let's kill some of these little guys here. The smaller ones. Let's get my other temporary flame golem out.
I am ready.
I don't know how many more of these he can summon, but we just pull them out one by one, basically, at this rate, and then we can kill him with our heroes. All right, that's appropriate. You all kind of come over here. Is it cheaper to summon Syndra or Holy Light? They're about the same. Okay. It would almost be better to resummon her with full HP.
What?
I think the most efficient way to do this, again, is just pull these out one by one. Because he's got a lot of ads in there.
Well,
I am ready.
Don't chase him the whole way.
What is your wish?
Again, we're gonna really easily lose our other units if we're not careful here.
Perfect.
There's so many in there. Jeez, oh man.
Orders.
I think this is appropriately the right way to do this.
Perfect. Whatever.
Even if we could pull only Progdaris to the doorway without having to kill the other golems, that might be better.
Perfect. For glory.
I think he's summoning these dudes.
Whatever.
It's wacky to do it this way, but I think this is the right way to go. I think these ones were pre-placed. Okay, no, this is good. This is perfect, actually. And these guys are magic immune, right? They're straight up magic immune. That's fine. Vale can't even hit them, though. Move to the side and maybe let her in there. That's 2 more golems down. He might have 1 or 2 more in there.
Well.
Okay, when it's time to fight him exclusively, we will go in with the rest of our units. Focus down the golem first. Oh, he just summons many, many more. I don't know why I'm even casting this on her. She's not immune. This seems to be going okay. We have to be careful with Vale. Actually, pop your health stone now and stick to the fight. And resummon Syndra. Okay, we're going to back everyone out here momentarily and reset him.
Well.
Understood.
That's not who I wanted to heal.
How may I serve? I am ready.
Okay. I'm going to wait till his ult is back up.
What is it now?
And he blew his load, right? So who needs healed? This guy. Didn't mean to do that. Because I was holding ult down. That guy.
How may I serve? What is your wish?
You require my
Okay, here we go. I think we killed all of his ads. So we pull him.
Whatever.
Oh no, he has more. Guy, it's hard to see. It's hard to see in this room. Oh my gosh.
How may I serve?
We will quick save, and then we're going to get in there with everybody. I guess turn on turn on immolation. Okay, we've killed his ads. Harmos is blocking the path. Let our other units in.
I am ready. Orders.
Defenders, just run.
How may I serve?
I think we'll be able to burn him down before we lose any units.
What is your wish?
I think.
I am ready. I'll do my best.
Okay, Sergeant lives.
For Lordaeron.
Get out of there.
I'll do my best.
Well.
Okay,
is your
everybody
wish?
get out of that room.
I am honored.
And then we will stay in here with our heroes and see what he dropped. Greater resurrection. Oh, okay, so even if we would have lost
may I
stuff, it
serve?
would have been okay. So get everyone back in. We'll grab this Rune of Restoration. A Crown of Kings? Of course, that goes on Vale again. She benefits so much from intelligence.
What is your wish? For Lordaeron.
She benefits a lot from intelligence, keep in mind, because she has the Holy Light, which is very, very strong. Okay, does that open this door?
For Lordaeron.
Or do we still have to go around?
I can hardly wait.
Okay, that's still closed. Okay,
How may I
back we
serve?
go.
What is it?
What is your wish?
Back, back, back we go.
Get on.
Grab Syndra here.
You
How
require
may I
my
serve?
I can just make a cut in the video. We're just walking back. Okay, I walked up this little ramp here, and I got a main quest completed, so we found our way to the main room, it looks like. My men and I are just as happy as you are that we managed to defend this room, but we won't be able to hold them off much longer. We're running out of supplies while those damn things require none. Do I have to remind you that this is your fault that we're in this situation in the first place? I'm well aware of our problems, Commander. Just make sure that the soldiers hold this position as long as possible. All I need is time to find and then cast the spell that will remove our enemies. As you command, sir. Terran, Harmos, you're here? Does that mean that the Imperials finally let you go? Not exactly. I've been freed. I was afraid that all of you would be dead. What has happened here? How did the demons get in here? The accursed demons have somehow managed to open a portal within the fortress itself. Before we even knew what was going on, they had wiped out all of our leaders, including the Grand Master, with the help of summoned fire creatures. The Grand Master is dead. Curse the demons. They will pay for this. We cleared the way out of the fortress. You can evacuate now. I would love to, but the summoned fire creatures I mentioned are still here. The demons have lost control over them, and now they're killing everything in sight. They have to be destroyed. We cannot allow them to. Do not listen to him, Harmos, my old friend. He's trying to trick you. What was that voice? It sounded familiar. It's more of the monsters. Destroy them. No one move. They didn't attack us yet, and the voice seems strangely familiar. I want to hear what they have to say. But, silence, dog. I'm not taking orders from the likes of you. Harmos, my old friend, is I, Grenin the Fire Summoner. I am the one who's in charge of the Flame Keepers, the monsters that the traitor has told you about. We had nothing to do with the death of the Grand Master. It was Terran. He's a servant of the demons. He opened a portal for them and led them into the fortress, only shortly after he had ambushed and killed the Grand Master of the Order. Grenin the Fire Summoner died at the front line while fighting with General Cleavehand against the Orcs. They killed him. How can you have his voice and claim to be him when he is dead? Are you an undead? This thing is a monstrosity created by the demons, trying to turn us against each other. Harmos, this is insanity. Do not listen to it. If you don't stop interrupting, I swear I'll rip your tongue out. Try to, and I will... Enough! No, my friend, we're no undead. I believe that we are more akin to elementals than undead, but with our minds still intact. While Terran and his henchmen helped the demons hunt the other members of the Order, some of them made a desperate attempt to summon creatures to fight the demons. However, something went terribly wrong. The spell succeeded, summoning me and other fallen members of the Order in this new form, but it killed the mages, turning them, as well as summoned spirits, into summoned spirits like myself. We were confused after our summoning. We had been dead, and suddenly we were alive again, with our free will and our memories intact, but without our bodies. In addition, many mages had died by summoning us. We couldn't stop the demons in time. However, we've punished them for their wrongdoings, along with many of the traitors. We've hunted, killed, destroyed their portals within the fortress. Only Terran and the rest of his filth remain. You say that some spell brought you back. I don't remember anything about such a ritual. Could it be repeated to bring the Grandmaster back to life? I'm afraid not. Terran destroyed the knowledge when he found out that I am too unfamiliar with this particular spell, old friend. You are now the highest-ranking member of the Order and the only one fit to take the place of the Grandmaster. Thanks to you, most of the remaining demons in the fortress have been destroyed. Only a few remain, along with these traitors. My comrades and I will end this battle by killing all of them. After we are done, we will gladly join the battle against the demons once again. Everyone lay down your weapons. I wish to investigate this matter. If there's any truth to what Grenin says, a lot of you will have a price to pay. If not, then there's nothing to be afraid of. No, I will not be ordered around by this Grand Master. I should rule the Order, not some weak old man who bowed to Imperials like Greymore. Guards, kill them! Kill them all! To arms! Quick save? We also got a bunch of other stuff. Are we winning? I almost saved that guy. We also have these things now, too. I do admit I enjoy killing these Order members. I'd like to just save this guy who gives us the... guess try and keep these guys alive too. We've got Firebolt.
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
Oh, this is just Vale going ham over here. Let's get Syndra back out.
What is your wish?
We lost an archer and a footman. I think that's acceptable considering we just were slapped with a bunch of new units. And we're like, oh, figure it out, asshole.
Say the word. How may I serve?
Okay, keep going. And then we have these guys now, too. We lost several of them, but that's honestly fine. Let's just keep pushing. We're close to the end, I think.
Yes, my what is it?
Justice shall be swift.
How may I serve?
Keep pushing. Just keep going. Clear this room out, and then we will, you know, we'll take stock of what we have and who needs healed and all that stuff. So in the original, in Second Human Book for this mission, you could choose between who you wanted to believe, and it seems like the choice was made for us where we are believing Grennan, and whoever you choose is whoever ends up as part of the Iron Fist later. You can so your caster becomes either
I can taste their fear.
either fire mages or these flame keepers.
Ashvalano.
I should probably
I am ready.
go back to the healing fountain if I am honest,
Well,
but it'll be fine.
require my assistance.
Right? It'll be fine. You guys get added.
Ashvalano.
So they have firebolt, so we
I
can
am
use
ready.
them to stun
Let
to
me
decent
know.
effect. Just heal him, and then we'll heal one more. I'm thinking we just have to get up there and kill Terran, and this will be that.
Justice
That'll be
shall
that. So in the original, the game basically treats whatever choice you make as the correct one.
I can hardly wait.
Knight of
may
the
I
Flame.
say?
I don't like that one bit.
Well,
Have you reached
Turn
a
off Immolation Aura. Okay.
Let me investigate.
Whereas in this case, it's telling you that Grennan is... I don't know if it's necessarily considered correct, but it certainly seems to me like the game is telling you, like, well, no matter what, you have to pick Grennan.
require my assistance.
Again, it's probably more mana efficient just to resummon Syndra, depending on the cooldown.
You require
Ah, yeah, see, they're working with demons back here. I don't like that one bit.
I'll do my best. Poor Lord Aron.
Let's pull these back just a little bit so that we can fight him without pulling the
Well,
Doom
may I
Guard.
say?
Because getting Rain of Fire here is not
Ashvalano.
a pleasant idea. Okay, now we can Rain of Fire. I think if there's a single target, it's going to be more efficient to just auto attack with Harmos.
whatever.
How may I
What is
serve?
it now?
Have you reached
Just
a verdict?
resummon Syndra.
You require my assistance.
If you still need any proof, old man, there it is. Thank you oh so much. I was completely unaware of the giant demon standing right in front of me. I'm almost tempted to let it and the traitors live so that Bloodclaw can deal with them properly. In his own way. Almost.
I am ready.
I also like that
How
this
may I
clarifies that Harmos is, mostly, he's primarily loyal to his order and some of the kingdoms, and not necessarily the Iron Fist. I think in Second Human Book, I think that he was just like casually a part of,
For glory! Whatever.
the Iron Fist, but it was unclear where he really fell specifically. All right, go ahead and go ahead. I don't have any way to dispel this, do I?
I am the Iron Hand of Justice.
I am ready.
Please stop doing that.
How may I serve?
What is it now?
Okay, that AoE they just did, I would,
do my best.
that would have been a really nice time to see a rune drop, but no dice.
What is it now? To battle.
Okay, these two guys.
Fine.
So, like, for example, I think this is where we want
Get
to
on.
be stunned for days. This is where I think... Oh, never mind. We already killed one. They die really fast. I expected them to use
What is your wish?
mana
Require
shields.
my assistance?
How may I serve?
We're coming in.
Get on with it.
Same thing. We body pull some of them.
What is your wish?
Back up
Poor
here.
Lord Aron.
It's just those ladies in the back do Mondo AoE damage, so it's not worth it, I think.
You require my assistance.
Something like this. So this is in terms of damage, this is way better.
Well,
when you're hitting more than one unit. But if it's a single target with his claws of attack and stuff, I'm pretty sure we're ultimately going to be doing way more damage. We'll keep that on the ground. We're going to be doing way more damage
I am on.
by auto-attacking. 2 lesser healings. We'll pick up one of them and maybe leave one on the ground for later.
What is it now?
Quick save, because this is the last room, it would seem.
You require my assistance? What?
Same thing. See if we can, yeah, pull a couple of them.
Can hardly wait.
You are a fool to trust these soulless creatures, Harmos. They will betray you. Like you betray the entire order by summoning demons and killing the Grand Master. Prepare to die, filthy traitor. I mean, the casters in the side would be nice to kill too, but if they won't pull the whole way, then that's fine. Let's tear his heart out and throw it into the flames. Sounds like a fitting way to end this little traitor. Just this once, I'll agree with you.
Then guide.
Cool. And then kill this guy. Okay, he's pulled.
What?
Kill this.
Well,
Ow.
what?
Left wing west.
Dude, we killed like several of these things when we had to fight what's his name. So like I don't mind this. Okay, resummon Syndra. Harmos, don't stand in that. Units can walk through that after the initial ticks of damage, and then we start stunning him. Let's just chain stun him so that he can't. That's probably on cooldown as well, and he goes down because we chain stunned him, and that's the way to do it. I don't think we missed anything on this map. It feels like we got everything, specifically with the hammer of the healer. Well, it seems like you were successful. Your order is no longer in the hands of demons, and you're now its Grand Master. Terran's betrayal has caused great harm upon the Order. His greed has killed too many of our ranks. If it weren't for Grennan and his Flame Keepers, this castle would be completely abandoned now. It will take a long time for the Order to recover from this. Some of the Prince's riders have left to inform the closest estate of your Order. If they haven't been infiltrated by the demons as well, they'll help you pick up the pieces. My work here is done, and I can finally return to the capital. Why does Dorton keep you around anyway? Given your heritage, I would expect him to execute you on sight. Killing the one who saved his son's life would look bad on him. That and his son is not as judgmental as his father or you are. I'm leaving. Feel free to inform Dorton yourself if you want to join him against the Golden Guard. Or don't. These halls have finally been cleared of the demonic corruption. I thank you, Harmos. Now the Order can prosper under your rule. I'm not a Grand Master, Grennan. I hate bureaucracy and logistics. I'd rather just burn others to the ground. You will learn. You must if you wish to save the Order in the kingdoms. They'll need you. What about you, Grennan? Why not take the mantle of leadership yourself? You're more of a diplomat than I am. I'm afraid that's not possible, Harmos. Why not? I'm sorry, Harmos, for tricking you. New content alert? Grennan is dead, I'm afraid. General Heron, what are you doing here? I happened to learn of Terran's treachery and came here to help your Order against our common enemy. By the time I had arrived here, it was already too late. I shared the secret knowledge of the Phoenix Regiment with the survivors of your Order to bring your dead back to life. Well, that's not as bad as it could have been, I guess. He's still on our side, unless he's lying. Unfortunately, they were interrupted by the demons and could not finish the ritual. Instead, they ended up turning into these Flame Keepers. They still felt their connection to the Order, however, and fought against the demons and the traitors. Why would you, an Imperial, aid us? And why did you pretend to be Grennan? I'm well aware of Dorton's revolt against the Empire, Harmos. However, we still share common enemies, the demons and the Orcs. My order are to deal with the latter at the moment. I consider your conflict something that is currently none of my concern. I could not risk that you or Dorton's lapdog would attack me without listening to my warning first. That is why I pretended to be your old friend Grennan, who I got to know a bit before his death. We both fought alongside General Cleavehand against the Orcs. Was that actually an enemy hero and Pride of the Empire? Because that'd be interesting. I spoke through a flame keeper with you. They are not capable of speech. I had to do it for them to tell you the truth. If Terran's deception had been successful, our other common enemy, the demons, would have gained a foothold here. Neither of us benefits from that, regardless of any political conflicts. You must know that I will use the remnants of the Order to fight against Vandurus, your superior. As I said, my current orders are to hunt the Orcs, not you. I doubt that will change anytime soon. So, what happens next? You just leave? How do I know I can trust you? I will take my leave, yes. While it was not the result I had wanted, the accidental creation of the Flamekeepers has been most insightful. I'll use this knowledge against the Orcs. You have my word as a fellow fire mage that I will not make any more moves against your order. Let us leave politics to the politicians and focus on our common enemies instead. Very well, I agree. You have been on relatively friendly terms with General Greymore and have done a lot here to help my order, so I'm willing to trust you to some extent. Don't make me regret this. You won't. Farewell, Lord Harmos. Perhaps we'll meet again. Once the Orcs have been dealt with, you shall have your Flamekeepers back. I give you my word. Oh, so he's just taking them. Okay. My initial thought was, so in the original, I've described how the Iron Fist sort of builds as a faction where, like, your more basic units get replaced with unique stuff that you sort of earn and collect and add to your alliance over the course of the campaign. And one of them was, instead of fire mages, you get these fire keepers, or rather one or the other. It gets basically added as a caster that you can use. So then you have hydromancers and fire keepers. And I think basically what's happened here is the Order of the Tides, which were the hydromancers, got added to the Coastal Battalion under Korra as their, like, updated spellcaster. And then I think, rather than getting the Fire Keepers, Kanos is taking those, and those are going towards Phoenix Regiment. But if they were to update an army, it probably would have updated the Royal Army's spellcasters, because the Iron Fist got the Shadow Mages instead. So it makes more sense, like, Iron Fist have the Necromancers and the Shadow Mages with all the dark magic, and then the Fire Mages go into the Royal Army, though technically not at this point, because it seems like Kanos took them all. The way he described that, he's like, you'll get them back eventually, and then we're probably going to have to fight those as Orcs pretty soon here. And then, and then the Hydromancers, who we haven't seen for a while, but that's, probably got absorbed into Coastal Battalion instead. That's my guess. Okay, I guess not much else to say other than the characters are lining up a lot cleaner into the buckets that I'd expect them to go. Again, Harmos aligning with the kingdoms as opposed to just directly into the Iron Fist under Gardon makes a lot more sense. He's a good hero, though, especially on macro missions. That Rain of Fire is very, very strong, down the line. We also beefed up Vale, something that's going to be very important for the Iron Fist going forward. We learned about her backstory, which, again, also very important. And she's not secretive about it either. She's just like, she's very open about the fact that she is a descendant of Juenor. By the way, that is how you pronounce it. I asked Char years and years ago. I was like, how do I actually say this word? And that's how he says, Juenor. So that's how you say it. I don't know why we're spelling it this way. It's you Europeans writing things not phonetically, Anyway, on to the next mission next time. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.